was walking through the shopping mall holding my son Liam's hand. We paused at shop windows, sometimes debating over his new sneakers, sometimes letting him choose whatever he liked. Simple, ordinary details of daily life, giving me a sense of stability despite everything. I always thought our life was calm, routine, filled with the quiet reassurance only a mother can feel. But that day, nothing was ordinary, and nothing went as I had expected. Suddenly, Liam stopped, gripping my hand tightly. His eyes sparkled with amazement as he whispered, "Mom, there's a boy who looks exactly like me." I smiled, assuming children often notice resemblances in strangers. But when I turned, my heart skipped a beat, and the world seemed to vanish. Just a few steps away stood another boy, identical to Liam, in height, build, hair color, even the little tuft Liam always had. He even wore the same glasses. The resemblance wasn't just striking, it was terrifying, as if I were seeing my son's reflection in a mirror I had never known existed. I slowly lifted my gaze, and there he was, Nathan, my ex-husband, smiling gently, holding the other boy's hand. I had never seen such tenderness in him before, not even on our wedding day. He looked at the child with warmth and comfort, emotions I had been denied for so many years. And then the truth hit me like a lightning bolt. My second son, Ethan, hadn't died at birth, as I had been told. They had taken him from me and lied. And now, there he stood, alive before my very eyes after all those lost years. Everything inside me collapsed. Tears poured down uncontrollably, my heart torn between joy, shock, anger, and grief. A hollow emptiness filled with longing. I wanted to scream, to run to him, to hold him from the moment he was born, but the years were gone. I took a step toward Ethan, and his small hand brushed against mine. In that instant, I felt all the tenderness time had stolen from us, all the warmth of motherhood I had been unable to give, all the moments I had missed, his smiles, his tears, his very being. Liam tugged at my sleeve softly. "Mom, why does that boy look like me?" he asked. Through my tears, I smiled and said, "Because he's here with us now." The two boys ran to each other, laughing freely as if they had known each other forever, as if all the lost years never existed. I watched Ethan, taking in the curiosity in his eyes, and I couldn't believe this small, innocent boy was my son, the one I had been denied for so long. Nathan stood behind them, restrained yet calm, saying quietly, "I know the years were lost, but I'm here now to do the right thing. I won't stand in the way of this bond. I won't take this from you ever again." The days passed slowly. Our first encounters were brief, cautious, filled with tension and curiosity, but gradually they became regular visits. Questions were asked openly, and the boys slowly understood that what had happened wasn't their fault. Liam said with a gentle smile, "I have a late little brother now." Ethan replied confidently, "The important thing is that he's here." I watched them discover each other, sharing laughter, playing, weaving a bond that had been denied for years. The path wasn't easy. There were jealousies, challenges, boundaries, long discussions among the adults about how to rebuild our lives. But real growth came with time. Nathan learned how to be present responsibly, and I learned how to give space, to trust, and to embrace what I could never embrace before. Each day with Ethan reminded me of the years lost, but it also carried me into new moments, moments I shared with him and Liam, moments full of laughter, small childhood squabbles, and the pure love I never imagined I'd witness again. I saw how they played together, competed at times, then sat side by side planning adventures, laughing and whispering secrets that made them closer than ever. Months passed, and Ethan became accustomed to life with me, discovering the warmth of home, a mother's love, and the joy of playing with his brother. Liam taught him little things, sometimes argued, sometimes collaborated, but always with an unbreakable bond. I realized that every moment of happiness now was a compensation for years of absence, and every smile of Ethan gave me a strength I hadn't felt since his birth. By the first anniversary of our reunion, the house was filled with movement, laughter, games, and even small childhood conflicts that reminded me of a normal life I had never truly known. I watched Ethan and Liam explore the world together, seeing life's joy reflected in their faces, hearing their laughter echo through the house, and for the first time in many long years, feeling peace. Today, Ethan and Liam live with me. We share our lives, our stories, our games, our lessons, building a bond that years or deception could never break. Our life is not perfect, but it is honest. The past has not disappeared, but it no longer controls us. What began with a small child's words in a shopping mall has become the story of a complete family, a story of lost love returned, of second chances, of bonds time and betrayal could never erase. And sometimes when I look back at that moment in the mall, I smile, knowing that some truths, no matter how long delayed, come not to break us, but to reunite us with those we love, giving us a second chance to live the life we should have had from the start.